A letter to Ron Mitchelson, Rural Free Delivery number 4, Oswego, New York. Dear Ronnie, you don't know me, but I really do know you. I know I can count on you to keep doing your best at school and to be helpful at home and on the Mitchelson farm. I know you also like football, but at 5 feet 8 inches, you will not star for Syracuse University. Hate to break it to you, but that's not happening. Anyway, do enjoy your time as captain of the Oswego High School Football Buccaneers. You know that American Legion Leadership Award that you won when you graduated the 8th grade from Minetto Union School? Well, that turns out to be a foreshadowing of some things to come. I don't care how reluctant you might be, you will be called upon to lead, and you need to say yes. You'll end up leading more things than you can possibly imagine. I also know you enjoy sitting in the back seat of the family car with a road map out and telling your dad where to turn. That backseat interest turns into a lifelong passion as a geographer. And by the way, they will have electronic navigation systems in those cars one day, and no one will know how to fold a map. Who knew? The crystal ball says you're going to go off to Buffalo for college. Your dad will want you to go to the Air Force Academy, but that's not in the cards. He'll get over it and he'll still be proud of you. Stay true to yourself. You'll like this a lot. When you are a senior in high school, be on the lookout for a smart, pretty girl named Sarah with an H. Trust me, that's going to be the best advice I ever give you. She is, in a nutshell, the best thing that ever happened to you. You're going to get off to a kind of a rough start at college. You're going to blow out a knee, you're going to spend a night in jail, you're going to be lonely, but keep the faith. That cutie I mentioned, she's going to help you save the day. You and this Sarah will figure out some things together and get married. And shocker, you like school, and you will decide to become a university professor while hanging out there in Buffalo. You will go to Columbus, Ohio, and complete graduate programs at Ohio State. Sarah gives you just 4 years to complete the MA and the PhD at OSU, and you do it. You'll have your first kiddo as you finish there at OSU. Sorry, but you're going to blow out that knee again, rounding second base, and this time it takes more than reconstruction. But hey, Mickey Mantle will be at a minor league game in Columbus and will sign your cast. You know how you love the Mick, and he had knee problems too. You're probably not going to believe this. After interviewing at a bunch of northern schools, you fall in love with the University of Georgia and Athens. You can drink beer outside in March and watch the kudzu grow. You'll start as an assistant professor at UGA, and poor Sarah will spend the whole first year in Athens in tears. She ends up loving the place, so don't fret it. And you'll have 2 more kiddos in Athens. That makes 3 total. Now please remember something. When you bring your young ones into this world, they need you. You need to keep a good balance of professional and family life. It will not be easy. It will not be an easy balancing act. Be especially generous with your kids. Look, if you're going to get all of this done, promotions and tenure, kids, volunteer firemen, coaching soccer, coaching baseball, renovating an old Victorian house, teaching Sunday school and youth groups, grilling, it's coming with a sacrifice. And you're gonna read the Giving Tree many times, but you'll have just to put one day at a time, put one foot in front of the other, and get a lot of help along the way, especially from Sarah, and some great mentors. Pay attention to those mentors. They have lessons. You'll know who they are when you meet them. You're going to have great friends and mentors at your stops in Athens, in Moorhead, Kentucky, and in Greenville, North Carolina. Now, you might already know some of this, but at times you're pretty darn impatient. This is especially true when it doesn't go your way. Your dislike for losing will never go away. Sorry about that. Just make sure you don't sweat the little things. Save that impatience of yours for the bigger things. Trust me on this. Every time you get comfortable, you're going to feel like spreading your leadership wings. Be less reluctant. Introverts can lead. Look, your heart is in the right place, And you're at least book smart, so say yes when they come calling. And they're going to come calling more often than you can imagine. And you will regret it if you say no. So I'm telling you, just say yes. Don't let getting fired from a job bother you so much. It will happen. You will have your integrity intact, and the dude that fires you will not. Don't let that shake you up. Do not compromise your integrity or authenticity as you deal with difficult matters. Stay calm, analyze, and make the call. Your desire for analysis will be important as you say yes and grow into leadership positions. You like numbers. I've seen you with those baseball and football stats. And good news, new technology is coming to help that you can put that slide rule away. Your attraction to data and data analysis will pay dividends for those you serve. So don't shy away from those math and stat classes when you get to college. I do know this, keep up the good work and you're going to have a great resume and your eulogy will be out of this world. You have a tendency to lead by example, and that's okay. Keep doing good work and do it in the right way. Be passionate about what you're doing and compassionate with those around you. If you do, you will grow from being an ordinary buccaneer in Oswego, New York, to a full-fledged pirate in Greenville, North Carolina. And one final thing, I know you think your favorite color is blue, but it's actually purple. Trust my word, heed my advice. Have a good day. Ron M.